welcome to the DPM videocast, where we give our 5 cents on all things digital project manager. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Ben Aston. I'm the founder of the Digital Project Manager.
And I'm Kelly Suter.
And hopefully we're going to have some outtakes for you at the end of this video, which will help you understand all the craziness that has gone on to make this video today possible. But today, we're going to talk about all the things that have been going on in our DPM tribe. So keep listening if you want to hear our insights on everything that's going on. We're going to chat about this month's articles. And this video cast is brought to you by Clarizen. They're the leader in enterprise project and portfolio management, and visit clarizen.com to learn more. So firstly, my favorite bit probably is where I talk about news. And I like the fact that we have a news section. And actually, when we planned this podcast, we wanted to talk about the fact that we were on Instagram. And Kelly, you've been kind enough to like us on Instagram a few times. How would you rate our Instagram game?
I love it. I love the daily inspiration on the stories. And if you agree or disagree with certain moods or, Monday memes. And otherwise, I think it's great. It links to some awesome articles and the imagery is on point.
There we go. So if you're not following us on Instagram, check us out. We used to just be shouting on Instagram. Now we're actually doing real social media things. So follow us. Now, there's some other new news, and our other new news is that we've recently been working on this probably for about 6 months or so. We've got a new visual style, and we're not rebranding the entire site or DPM, but we have created some characters. So watch out in the next few weeks for us to release some posts with our new characters. And it's all kind of jungle themed, Wild West themed. The idea is that it's kind of like, as our role as digital project managers, we're kind of working with these crazy elephants, tigers, lions, ostriches. And so our new visual design reflects that. So check out for some animals coming your way soon. We've kept the digital project manager in our design is a human, but everyone else is like the wild cats and crazy Wild West that we have to deal with. So check that out. And I think the other thing to talk about that is new is our membership. And we've just launched the beta. I would say beta. And so for all you British people, we launched a beta. But the beta launched last week, and we've had a whole bunch of people sign up for that. So we really appreciate you taking part, giving us your feedback on that. And we're going to be rolling the beta for a couple of months, getting feedback, and then we'll be launching it. But the membership is all about providing content that you really want. And we're getting some insights on what you really want and what you really need. What would make your life easier? That's the point of what membership is about. So we're going to have ebooks in there, templates, case studies. We're going to have a monthly webinar. But we'd really love to know what would make membership worthwhile for you. We want to create a community and a bunch of resources that are really going to help. So, Kelly, I'm curious for you, when you were starting out or as part of your everyday life as a DPM, what kind of resources would make your job easier?
Definitely resources where there is a network and a community that I can reach out to. So I think actually the DPM Slack channel was one of the first really open forum live communities that I was able to interact with. And it was invaluable because you don't have to, it's one thing when you go on Google and you search for an article and you find something that's really well sourced and researched, but sometimes you just need something right now specific to your situation. So the DPM Slack channel was a really great tool for me because best practice articles are fantastic, and that's what the DPM also offers. But especially when you need something here and now, the Slack channel has been great. And the DPM is constantly churning out articles that are new. So that things are constantly evolving in the Wild West digital industry. So that's been fantastic.
Awesome. Cool. So yeah, if you haven't signed up, there's now a wait list to join the beta. But if you're interested in membership, drop us an email or a DM and let us know what would make membership really useful to you. What are the kind of resources that you would love to have? And we'll see what we can do about getting that. But Kelly, I want to talk to you about one thing, and that is that you are representing at the Managed Digital Conference in your hometown, no less, I believe. So the Managed Digital Conference is coming up. Kelly is going to be talking. Kelly, what are you talking about? And tell us all about the conference.
I am talking about requirements documentation. So one of my specialties. So I'll be talking about the flexibility and rigidity and finding a balance for how requirements documentation looks. So that'll be a breakout session. And really Managed Digital, we didn't have a Midwest conference around here about or within the digital industry. So we wanted something that was local and available without having to, travel on one of the coasts or bigger cities. So we'll be hosting that. And it's one day with a happy hour at the end. There's a few keynotes and then some, I think 2 simultaneous sets of breakout sessions that people will have. So I think tickets are still available for maybe another week. So people should get on that. I think it's in May, early May, first week of May. So I'm really excited to see who I see there.
Yeah, and the DPM school is going to be sponsoring the event as well. And we're going to be giving away some spots to our upcoming course in June. If you're going to go to the Managed Digital Conference, check that out. And we've got some goodies there for you as well. So I think it's on the beginning of May. Yeah, it's like the 8th or the 9th of May, something like that. We should probably know. But hey, we don't. So one thing I want to just touch on, I want to talk about some of the content that we've been publishing this month. We've published some really great posts. One of them, we published our annual salary guide. We've been doing it since 2016. And if you haven't taken that survey, please do take the survey. It'll help us get more accurate data. So if you want to see if you're getting paid what you're worth, check out our salary guide. We also republished our post on PM certifications. And I'm curious, Kelly, what PM certifications, if any, are you the bearer of?
I have 0 PM certifications.
And that just proves it, really. Do you need PM certifications?
There's value, I think, behind all of them, and it depends on who you ask.
Yeah, so I think in our article on PM certifications, we talk about lots of different certifications that people have. I've got my Prince 2, I've got my Certified Scrum Master, and we talk about our Mastering Digital Project Management course as well, which we offer a certification in. So if you're interested in getting certified and you think what's the next step in your career, check that out. And now I also just want to touch on another post that we published, which I think is really interesting. I chatted with Lynn Winter and she wrote a post on burnout at work. She's the one that's actually hosting the Managed Digital Conference next month. But we talked about all different things like what causes burnout, how can we move past burnout and avoid it altogether. But I'm curious, Kelly, do you find yourself working on vacation, or are you one of those people? We've got the Easter break coming up. Probably be past by the time we publish this, but are you the kind of person that's working all the time, or how do you draw that line between kind of work and the rest of your life?
Right. I think whenever I start out in a new position, if it's a new company or with a new project, excuse me, I tend to really throw myself into the project. And actually my longer hours are typically more so when I'm getting acquainted with a client, because I want to get set up with everything how I set it up. I want to understand things inside and out because I don't want to be caught flat-footed or not with the knowledge that I need. And then, of course, around launch times, I tend to spread myself super thin. I tend to have to remind myself when to delegate tasks and not just take them on and say, let me just do it. I've learned that, though, over the years that it's invaluable to prep and document in order to prepare for a QA toward launch, so that you are making that easier for the team to take that on as a shared responsibility. So I think I experienced more burnout toward the beginning of my career when I tried to control and take on everything, where I learned the value of understanding where to draw the line, because in the long run, I'm happier, I'm more productive, I'm more efficient, and I'm just more well off.
Yeah, good advice. So we published a load of posts that are worth reading. We also published a couple of posts on different tools that you should check out too. So one of them is on mind mapping tools. I love mind mapping when it's the beginning of the project and I'm trying to work out how this project all fits together or what needs to be done. Maybe I'm mapping out a new feature. It's really worth thinking about how you can use mind mapping tools in your projects as just a way to aid that kind of creative development that we go through as PMs, working out what a project looks like. And also I just wanted to mention our tool of the month, and that is Git Scrum. Git Scrum is a new kid on the block, and they're actually offering us an exclusive lifetime deal. So it's only $300 for an agency, and they're giving lifetime access for $300. So if you're in the market for a tool and you've got a small budget, this is an awesome deal because this lifetime deal is not going to be around for long. But so check out Git Scrum, definitely worth looking at. So that is all we've got time for today. But Kelly, thanks so much for joining us. It's been great having you with us.
Absolutely.
So we'd love to know what you've been thinking and on the stuff that we've been publishing this month. We mentioned a whole load of the articles, but DM us, message us on Slack, or just comment on this post. And we'd love to know what you're thinking about what we're publishing and how we can make it better. But until next time, thanks for watching.